Well, hello, and welcome to the Content Modeling Weekly course. I'm Marcelo Lewin, the Headless Creator. And as always, you can get a hold of me right there, Marcelo at headlesscreator.com. I'm checking out my stream here, and it looks like the connection may not be great with StreamYard today. It looks pretty low, so I may be all pixelated. The screen should be okay. My apologies for that, but I have no control of that. Put in your comments if you see me all pixelated and distorted. I'd like to know. But regardless, we're going to continue on with the show, as they say, with all these technical issues. But today I'm going to talk to you about how to create a content model that supports design themes. And what I mean by design themes is, let's say you want to have, for example, a theme, an article, and that you want that article to be a dark theme, or you want it to be a light theme. Or, for example, let's say probably more appropriate is you want to have an article that focuses on Christmas, and you want to give it this Christmas theme. And you want to let your authors select the theme by entry. That's what we're going to talk about today. But as always, before we get started, let me share with you my site. As always, you're going to find this lesson here on headlesscreator.com. Just go there. If you go to all courses, or even on the homepage, you'll see Content Modeling Weekly. You can see View Course Details. You'll find it right here. You can see already it says Coming Today, Lesson 27. So you'll see it there. The on-demand version will be available for you there. So feel free to register. It's free registration, and then you'll be able to watch this unlimited amount of time. So you're also going to see at the bottom, Content Models on Miro. You'll see the Miro board there. So anyway, as always, feel free to reach out to me, Marcelo Headless Creator. And that's it. So now what we're going to do, you know how this goes. I'm going to restart the intro because this is going to be the clean intro for our on-demand version. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll restart the welcome, and then we'll go from there. Well, hello. Welcome to another lesson of the Content Modeling Weekly course. I'm Marcelo Lewin, the Headless Creator. As always, feel free to get a hold of me, Marcelo at headlesscreator.com. Today, I'm going to show you how to create a content model that supports various design themes. And what I mean by that is if you want to have a dark theme versus a light theme, or for example, let's say you want to have a theme that is like Christmas or Thanksgiving for a particular entry. So we're going to be doing that. So why don't we just get to it? And let's go here. So obviously I've done a lot of work behind the scenes, so you don't see me, create everything from scratch, but we are going to create the model from scratch, and then we'll put it into Contentful and see how it works there. But what are we talking about themes? So for example, in a theme, we know we're going to have a content type called theme, most likely. Let's zoom in a bit here. And a theme is going to have, for sure, a name. And then for your developer, you want to give it some sort of code ID, right? So the developer can identify this theme. Now, themes will have elements. Elements such as, for example, let's say a dark theme has a background of black and font color of white, and a light theme has background color of white and font color black. Whatever those elements are, it's up to you. I'm making more of a generic content model here. You'll be able to define and assign whatever elements you want to allow authors to control. So what I'm going to do is I know I'm going to have design or theme elements. And a theme element will have a name. It's probably going to have the value of it. Now, so what we're going to do here is we're going to say elements is a one-to-many to theme elements. And then we're going to give it a relationship type. You can only create. There's no linking no linking to existing. We're going to do that. And the reason is because the theme element is more of a join table, and it's going to be very particular to this theme. We're not going to be reusing that value with the name with the value anywhere else. You could do it where you can reuse it if you wanted to. That's up to you. But I'm making the decision here as sort of the stakeholder that I don't want to do that. So, my standard, I'm going to go ahead and make this yellow. Yellow are references. So theme elements. All right. So now a theme element, I don't want to type like, for example, background color or main CSS or icon image. What I want to do, in all honesty, is I want to create another content type called design element that has a name and a code ID. And this is where we're going to create it. And now keep in mind that these content types, we're going to apply content governance around this where only administrators handle this, right? We don't want authors creating new themes because you have to work with the developer anyway to implement these themes. So this is going to be really more of an admin function, right? That will manage all of this stuff. We're going to see how we then apply themes to content types that want to use them. And that's what the author controls. But in this case, because I don't want to type in, for example, background color all the time because I don't know what the code ID may be, I'm going to create a design element here that has a code ID. And then this right here, I'm going to add a element, which is a 1-to-1 to design element. And the relationship type would be a link. So here, I don't want to allow the creation of new elements because this is all controlled by the administrator. You have to create it here. But what this does is now, let's bold this, give it the standard. Okay, what this does now is that a theme has many design elements, right? And a design element is really made up of then the value, that the variable, call it, and the value. So that means that the relationship goes from here to here like that. Okay. So right now we have the ability to create, let's say, a dark theme